Let's get this party started. All right, guys, let's get some likes on the stream. Get some likes on the stream. I guess I'll go ahead and sing with y'all today. Good morning, y'all. It's Rise and Shine. It's Rise and Shine. Grab your coffee cup. Come spend some time. Thank you for being here. I know it's early, the start of a new day. Oh, yes, it is. No need to worry. It's Local Cafe. We ain't going nowhere, baby. Rise and shine, baby. Wake and bake, y'all. Clear out your mind, baby. Just take a break. Sit on down with me. Local Cafe. Chill out with us today. I appreciate y'all being here. Hopefully the internet works for me. Oh, it's going to be an awesome day. We got Wonder Woman. We got Beans coming in. It is going to be amazing. Cafe. I cannot hit the high note. Ladies and gentlemen, you know I can't hit that high note. What are y'all talking about? Ha ha! Nah, it's a beautiful day, guys. Welcome to the show with the hottest, the realest, and the boldest takes in the entire Local universe. You're watching Local Cafe. Oh, man, what a beautiful day it is. It is a awesome sunny day, blue skies, white clouds. Oh, it is awesome. Hopefully the internet holds up today, guys. Hopefully it does, but, you know, it is what it is. Coyote can't sing for his life. Fuck no, I can't. Never said I could. Remember that. Never said I could. But anyways, thank you for being here. We have an awesome show for you guys planned. It is going to be beautiful. It is going to be amazing. Let me go ahead and hop in live on air with the awesome Wonder Woman is there waiting on me. Good morning, Wonder Woman. How are you doing today?
Good morning, all.
You doing okay today, ma'am?
I'm doing fabulous today, Ken. How are you? And how's everybody in the chat? What a great way to start the day, right? The
Yes,
first
ma'am.
show of the Local Universe Day.
You damn right it is. Doug Savannah, pay pick for 3 months. Appreciate you re-upping, bro. Good morning, Coffee Cult. Oh, it's coffee time. Beans, you can check that clip I just put in Cafe's chat. Well, guys, just like Rewind, you know what we do when we get pay pigs? We swig for the pig. God, I hate this stuff.
Ooh.
I hate this Wonder Woman. This is god awful.
Oh, what is that, Ken? How do you swig for the pig? What are you
Oh God.
drinking?
Oh God. Oh God. Steak sauce. It's God. It's awful. Yeah, this is
Oh,
if you're ever in America, oh God, don't ever drink this. Don't ever put it on. Don't put it on anything. It is gross and disgusting.
was
Oh
that
man,
what you put in the crunch yesterday, wasn't it? How did that
yeah,
all go?
that was rough. That like heartburn city. I'm telling you right now,
Oh,
heartburn city. But you know what? We got chocolate chip waffles to help me out today, Wonder Woman.
oh, I was going to actually ask that you love to eat the most when you go.
Oh yeah, your internet cut out like hell. So you went and fast forward one more time. One more time.
So that's what you love to cafe? You love to get a waffle?
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I'll get a waffle. I'll get a crepe. Just eggs and bacon, just normal breakfast items. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. But
Nice.
just so you guys know, Beans will be coming in. She literally got home about 10, 15 minutes ago. So she's getting herself together and getting ready to hop in here. So she should be in here at any time. But how'd the show go yesterday, Wonder Woman? Did you have a good time?
Oh, I had a fabulous time with the beautiful Miss Beans.
Oh yeah.
We had a wonderful time, thank you. I think it was quite girly, so it was fantastic. I had a spectacular time,
Oh yeah.
and also with the chat as well. You got some awesome people
Oh
in
yeah.
the cafe, so that was awesome. Ken, do you like my curls today?
They
I
look
wanted to be curly like Beans
Buns, yeah, they
today.
look good. They look really good. Yeah, I thought there was something different, right? But I'm always thinking like I don't want to say something and insult anybody if I'm wrong, you know. But they look awesome. They look awesome. Uh, yeah, my
Not as good as Beans, but yeah.
hers are. I don't look. So my wife kind of has the same kind of hair she does because she's Mexican and black, right? So that her hair is just different, but though she has very distinct curls like Beans does. So I always thought that was wild. But
Nice.
what was I going to say? So I listened to the show yesterday, and apparently Roxy came in a little hot. Hey, Miss Beans, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I heard what you said about my hair. I
did. Sorry, wrong microphone. Wrong
God,
microphone.
come on, Beans.
I heard what you said about my hair. So today my hair is not as lovely. Oh, now my OBS is not working.
Hi,
Good
look
morning.
at you.
My hair's a mess. So I literally just busted through that door, just like the way that cafe is going to bust into your heart. Pause.
Wow.
But
Wow.
So I'm here. Good morning, everybody. I do have my gigantic Bucky's cup, the size of my head, filled with coffee and a little bit of creatine for them gains. But yeah, we had a
I have my tiny Beans cup.
Tiny Beans cup. I like how you're holding it just with like the tip of your fingers.
Yeah, it is amazing. I also have the beautiful and amazing I Can't cup.
Oh, I love that.
Look at the face. I don't even know if I could do
Ken,
the face.
how do you feel about having your face on a coffee cup? That is awesome.
It's crazy, right? Because you know, like my wife even said, she opened up the cabinet and she saw my face and she got jump scared, kind of like Beans was talking about, and it was just hilarious. It was hilarious.
I told you it was bound to happen.
Look at this handsome man, just
look at that handsome man.
Oh yeah. And always I have to have my old man yells at cloud, coffee cup as well. So we're in it to win it today, ladies. We're in it to win it.
How many? So you've got I like that coffee mug there, Ken. That looks awesome.
This is my old man cup. That's what my wife calls it.
You know, my dad is the same. My dad, it's like nobody touches my dad's coffee mug. It's the biggest one in the cupboard. Whenever I go visit my folks, it's like that's Dad's coffee cup. Nobody's allowed it.
That's hilarious. But now, so Beans, we were just talking about Roxy coming in here yesterday. Stirring the pot, starting shit. We'll definitely get into that one. But I wanted to ask you something, Beans.
Tell me. Ask me. I'm here. I'm here and ready for the cafe.
So when you were talking to Roxy, you were talking your shit. You said, I need Ken. No, Ken needs me, motherfucker. I'm the one that brings the spice. I'm the one that does all this. Come look at Dono Streams. Look at how much I'm making. Look how much they made. Ken needs me. I don't need him, motherfucker. Now, Beans. I love it. That is awesome. That is great.
It's
great
all
energy.
Shit talk, Ken.
Listen,
you know that we need each other. But this bitch got on my goddamn nerves yesterday.
All I'm saying is, great job. Because I do need you, Beans. I think you are the best co-host I could ever ask for. You are the yin to my yang. We have great synergy. And where I lack, you pick up. And where you lack, I pick up. We are the perfect pair. So I just wanted to say, I think you were right in your shit talk, Beans.
For real. Roxy woke up on the wrong side of the bed.
She did. Well, she woke up on the wrong side of the crypt. That is one of my biggest regrets. Or regrets, however you want to say it. But yesterday, I was going to say last night, Jesus Christ. Yesterday, I was so tired. We were thrown a curveball and I was not right mentally. But after the show, I did get right in the cerebellum, you know, and
Right here.
I decided to argue with her a little bit in the Discord, and I had a few bangers that I did want to pull up. Let me see if I can actually find them. Because yesterday, what did she go after? She said the show is boring without Ken, and then she would try to go after my hair, which are, you know, like, that is such weak sauce when it comes to, like, things to argue with someone about. But there was one that I sent back to her that I really liked. What was it? Let me see. We talk too much in Discord chat.
You need a life,
We just like
Beans.
each other
You need
so
a fucking life. You need to go out there and touch grass. All right? The Discord ain't it. The Discord is not the end-all, be-all, Beans. All right? Go out there and do something.
What do you mean?
Yeah, you...
I literally just came from my in-real-life job. By the way, Roxy, if you get a chance to have an in-real-life job, take it, because this is not the day job for you, okay? Get a real job, because your face is meant for night shift. Let me just tell you that. But real quick, there was something that I mentioned to her yesterday after the stream, and it was something along the lines of, I found it. So somebody said, just remember, Roxy is so old that her first vehicle was a horse and carriage. And I said, so nice of you to think her first vehicle was made out of something so advanced like wood. Bro, she was around since the wheel was invented. Her first vehicle had stones shaped like circles. Even then, she would be jealous of the Flintstones because she's never been to Bedrock. Her favorite holiday is Thanksgiving because the turkey baster gets her all hot and bothered while she remembers the conception of her kids.
Jesus.
See, that's why I'm here with you guys. I'm the intern. I'm learning from you all.
No. Don't learn from me. Please don't learn from me. All right? I am the absolute not it, right? But I'm just kidding. But here's one thing I do want to say before we delve into this. So, guys, this is what we're going to do, right? Since everyone loves my singing, right? If you donate a $10 yellow donation, I will sing it. I will sing it to you. I will lullaby Beans. I will lullaby Wonder Woman. And they get to hear this lovely, lovely vocal range that I have.
Oh, I love that.
And if you TTS, tell me something to add to the sauce bottle, right? Ketchup, A1, ranch, whatever you want me to add, I'll add to it. I'll throw some coffee in there. Put some waffle bits in there. I'll put water in there. Whatever y'all want to add to it. And I'm going to give you a taste test to tell me what I think. And if we reach a certain kind of go, I will eat an entire waffle with that shit all over it. So let me know what you guys think as far as the TTS goal and all that. But every yellow dono, I will sing to these lovely ladies.
So with your singing, who's getting punished? Is it you or us?
Everybody in this motherfucker, Beans, is getting punished because my voice is terrible and I know it, so my pride is going to be out the window, and then you two lovely ladies get to hear how terrible I am, and then the chat gets to, so the chat wins because they get to laugh at us get tortured, Beans.
Real quick, there was a very funny comment that somebody made in the chat that said, yabba dabba damn. To the whole Flintstone comment that I said to Roxy. Lady Nerd Artist says that Beans Ken is violating the agreement. How do you feel about that? What do you mean, Lady Nerd Artist? He's going to drink the cranch.
Listen. She says I have to put ketchup in everything. I said, listen, just not my coffee. I cannot put ketchup in my coffee. I refuse. I will do just about anything else with ketchup as far as adding it, but I can't my coffee.
No.
So
I'm not gonna disrespect the coffee like that.
Just for you, lady
I don't
nerd
care
artist,
what you say.
This is what we do. Just for you, lady nerd artist. This is what we're going to do. All right, that's what we're going to do right there.
Oh, we're getting started. There we go.
That is disgusting. Chocolate and ketchup ain't it, chat. Jesus. That is rough. And it's cold.
Hey, cold. Hey, Ken, did you see Beans put up the eagles yesterday, and Beans captured the mama coming in and flying in and with some food for the babies, right like that. Remember Beans? Jackie came up and with a fish at the perfect time. Did you see that? That was magic.
Yeah, so
magic.
The cool thing about the Eagles is some people love it and some people hate it, right? Some people say it's boring. We talk stupid shit about the Eagles. The day one fans really love it because we've seen these things as babies, like not even out of the egg yet, right? we saw the egg actually grow, get bigger. Jackie and Shadow covering it, protecting it from the elements, protecting it from snowstorms and rainstorms and all that. So we've watched this process, and then when they hatched, we saw that. We've literally seen them grow over the course of the show. So
Yes.
the day one supporters really love that we do that because it's nature. Nature's a beautiful thing, right? So they want us to continue to do that. But the new people, or the haters, are like, this is boring. What the fuck are you doing looking at birds or whatever? I don't really care because our day one fans love it, right? And they're here. They support us since day one. There have been days, Wonder Woman, that we didn't touch the birds, and there was literally a mutiny in the chat. Where are my birds at? Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, we tried to just not even do the
birds.
No, we tried not to do them, and they just kept spamming it. I'm like, all right, fine, hit your fucking birds. But
yeah, well, they're beautiful. Absolutely, I get it. Some like, some don't like. So yeah.
Oh no,
I like them. I actually read some information all about Jackie. Did you know that the boy bird, what's his name again?
Shadow.
Shadow. Do you know that Shadow is actually Jackie's second lover?
Really?
Yes, I can share that information. So she had a different boyfriend before Shadow. So I thought that was very interesting. I could share that with is it okay if I share that right now, or should we wait for the segment? Okay.
Go ahead, share it now.
So yeah, so Jackie had her first boyfriend, and she's actually had some other babies. So her first boyfriend was called Big Bear, and she had some babies with Big Bear, and apparently a female eagle doesn't mate for the first 5 years of her life. So the first 5 years, that's when, and apparently a female eagle is only pregnant for a week, and then she lays her eggs, and then they incubate for like 30 odd days. Isn't that unbelievable? Just
That's wild.
a week.
Yeah.
So I thought that was interesting.
Compared to humans, that's like 9, or technically it's 10 months, because like month 0, right? And then it counts down and does all that. I learned a lot about reproduction and babies. You know what I mean? Probably a little too much than I care to understand, but that's okay because I want to be a father. But regardless, just comparing like, how animals do it, because their time on Earth is less than humans, and they have the dog years, the cat years, and all that. Just understanding how, I guess, they work and how fast they mature versus humans. It's definitely an interesting concept.
It really is. And I didn't know that they're only pregnant for a week. But apparently Jackie has quite a interesting temperament. So she's quite bossy, apparently. So Shadow is actually a really good match for her because he puts up with her, apparently. So the first one didn't so much. Jackie was bossing him around. So that's why Shadow seems to be a good match for her. He kind of lets her be bossy.
Sounds like my marriage.
Like all women.
It sounds like my marriage. All right, so let's go and get into this thing. Since we're talking about the birds, let's go ahead and get into the birds. It's time for the Daily Espresso. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got super loud. Let's not do that. So we got Sunny and Gizmo perched up looking beautiful right now. They are looking amazing. It's like Jackie and Shadow don't even exist anymore. It's just Sunny and Gizmo now. So that is definitely awesome. The color patterns are starting to come into the feathers. I've noticed that instead of just being black. So yeah, the wings raised up. The sexual maturity is definitely coming, as they say in animals, for them to get a certain age. And this is awesome stuff. We even see some whiteness starting to come in the when he was bent down a little bit. You could see a little bit of whiteness coming in the head. So
yeah, that
is awesome. That's crazy, man.
What a great view that they are perched up on. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Full. Wake up to that every day.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
So, real quick, because I saw it in the chat, there's BB Phil in the chat saying, can we donate for more cool American stuff like ding dongs or those other famous ho somethings? So I think they're talking about American snacks. I didn't know that they were considered cool American stuff. But I think he means ding dongs and ho hos and things like that. The snacks with the really suggestive names for some reason. We did do a Twinkie. Twinkies are kind of cool, spongy,
Cream filled.
cream filled. Exactly.
We all love cream filled things here in the locale universe. Just want to put that out there. So yeah, it's wild. So let's go into our shameless plug. Miss Beans, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right. So, guys, if y'all don't know by now, there is a little store called locale.co. And in that store, we have Locale coffee. Butterscotch toffee flavored. I'm telling you, it is good. It is really good. I brew it up a lot. Smells amazing, in the brewer. Butterscotch kind of fills the downstairs area. And when you taste it, it really doesn't taste like butterscotch that much. I'm telling you guys, it's not overbearing. If you buy one, I will personalize the message to you thanking you for purchasing it before I ship it to you because I'm the guy handling shipping. So make sure y'all check it out and get those. Also, we have the I Can't mug with my beautiful face. And then we have Mrs. Beans. Spill the Beans mug. Don't they look so well together? Isn't that just a match made in LCU heaven, Beans? Just the best co-host synergy of any of the shows. Isn't that amazing, Beans? It is awesome.
Exactly. A lot of big brother and little sister energy, even though you're way older than I am. It's more like I take care of my grandpa every once in a while. Because sometimes I have to tell you all the stuff when it comes to showing the clips on X, and I'm like, Ken, please put it on 2x speed. I can't take it anymore. You're over there like drooling, falling asleep.
All the time, Beans, all the time. I think they need a boomer report for that one.
I love it.
I am the boomer, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Coming down the hoodie. The hoodie is amazing, right? All the shows promote their hoodies. I'm telling you, they are very well made. You get any name you want for an extra $10. I got my mom one that says Ken's mom on it. She loves it. It has our logo in the front with Locale Live and the big logo in the back. And the I Can't shirt, y'all have seen me wear it a million times. I've seen people in the Discord wearing it. It is a shirt that you can wear in public that really describes how you're feeling that day. If you don't want nobody to fuck with you, nobody to bother you, just look at them and say, I can't. It's just amazing. We got the cafe shirt, always looking awesome, looking well. I got brown because of color of coffee. And then I got my other shirt with the yellow and brown pattern. I need to get one of those. I still haven't got one of those. And then Miss Beans in the hat. Go ahead and flex that hat, Miss Beans.
I gotta find my hat. Oh, here's the hat.
There it is. We got the
Very
cafe.
fitting with the hoodie option going on.
Oh, facts. And as y'all can tell, the bill underneath is green because you can see right through it. So, it is awesome, guys. Make sure you go to locale.co and grab all your Locale Cafe merch needs.
Have you guys actually ever seen any, while you've been out in public, seen anybody wearing any locale merch?
I have not.
Ooh.
So far, I haven't seen anybody wear Locale merch other than Grim and I whenever we wore it going to Texas and stuff like that. But I have seen people in pictures outside. For example, there was Tech Protect and I think his significant other and Jaffe all wearing their little hoodies and their little jackets whenever they went to do the fan meetup, I believe. So that was pretty cool to see in photos. And real quick, there is a lot of Twinkie talk. That's a very interesting word. Twinkie talk in the chat. So BB Phil actually said, I paid for $20 for those Twinkies. Do we get to see ding dongs for $22? Does anyone know how much? I don't know. You have to ask Ken. So there is another one from the bro that survived. Twinkies and ding dongs are just different flavors of the same sugar. The truly awful stuff is in the Twinkies and ding dangs. That's how they said, instead of Twinkies, they said twonkies and dong dangs.
That's beautiful.
That's a very interesting way to put it. But yes, I don't know why they have very suggestive names. And also, why are they both cream filled? That's my question, America.
It's the LCU beans. You already know what it is, right? It is some weird glazing stuff going on with, like, cream filled donuts and all. I don't know, beans. I'm at a loss at this point.
I'm
You're at
lost
a
at
loss,
ding
and
dong. I'm
so
lost at
am
ding dong.
I.
We don't have
Yes,
any ding
apparently,
dongs here.
yeah, we have a lot of people that are apparently fans in different areas. We have some people from UK. We have some people from Australia. We have Shauna. Welcome to Cash Cow. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you, Shauna. Thank you.
So yeah, so we have people from all around the globe that watch Cafe that we do appreciate, and apparently they want us to show off some American snacks.
Nice.
I think that would be pretty interesting.
I'd
Hopefully
love
they
to
don't
know.
want it.
I'd love to know you're actually from in the world. What put in the chat where you're streaming from. Be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'd
Everyone
love to
from-
know
For
how far.
example,
Put it in the chat. Where are you? Oh, Sweden. Sweden's
Mhm.
here. Woohoo!
Channery's amazing. I love Channery. So, if y'all want cream-filled pastries, I don't understand why, but I think I do. If y'all want cream-filled pastries, I'll need to make it worth my while. So, this is what we need to do. Guys, we need to get these donos going if y'all want me to fuck around with these pastries. All right, so remember, TTS, I'll put a condiment in the cursed bottle, as one of our mods said. I can't think of her name right now because my mind is blank. I'll put it in the cursed bottle and try it, and then $10 I will sing the donation to these lovely ladies. 1, y'all can make fun of me. 2, I can torture myself. 3, their ears can bleed from the inside. So apparently Beans doesn't want that. Wonder Woman will never tell me she doesn't want me to sing to her because she's too nice of a woman. We love you, Wonder Woman. But just, come on, guys. Let me torture him. Let me torture him.
So we have people from all across the U.S. so far. We did have Chanry that is from Sweden. We have some people from West Virginia. We have somebody from the U.K. We have some people from Canada, North Carolina, Louisville, Kentucky. We also have some California, Missouri, Houston, Texas, and also some New Jersey rep. Now, if you don't know, I'm from Jersey. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. So shout out to all the people from New Jersey. Thank God I got rid of my accent, though, because that would have been torture for the ears if
Like
I
my-
was still on Cafe.
Like my singing.
Very true, very true. So until we do get those $10 donos, if you want me to be tortured from Ken singing, you already got a little taste. You got a little warm up whenever he was singing our intro. But so far, let's get into some more content. So we do have the clip of the day today, and it says the owners couldn't figure out why the cat wasn't sleeping in its bed until they saw this.
Let's check this out, ladies. I doubt that's copyright. That is adorable.
That's gorgeous. Oh,
Oh.
look at the king closing his eyes.
That is
Oh.
that's actually super cute. I was not expecting that at all.
It's
You know,
cute,
speaking-
but it's also real quick. So it's cute, but at first you just see the child grab it so violently and just hold it so tight, and you think the cat is just going to hate it. But then you see the cat slowly close its eyes, and you're like, oh, this is an actual very lovely moment. And we do have BB Phil.
BB_Phil super chatted $22.70. I'm German. We only get to see those cool famous American snacks in the movies. I'll donate for some ding dongs then. They sound interesting. I went to America in 2007 and tried Twinkies for myself, but not the other stuff.
All right. I'm open up my notes. I'm gonna start taking notes. So BB Phil wants ding dongs.
BB Phil wants some American snacks. I think that would be a very interesting segment. I wonder if people have things like nerd ropes. When I was a child, I used to have nerd ropes all the time. If we go into a gas station, me and my mom, she would always get me a nerd rope. And I swear to God that these things when I was a kid seemed like they were like this long. Now you get them and they're like this long. And I'm like, what happened? I
I'm
don't
the
know if it's
same.
perspective. I don't know if it's like the tariffs going on, but this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I need my nerds rope this long. This long.
I noticed that with like Fun Dip. I don't know if you remember Fun Dip, right? So when I was a kid, and it was like the yellow thing, and whatever you scoop the candy, the sugar, literally with it. They used to be massive. Now they're like so damn tiny. It's like everything is just
Mm.
shrinking and more expensive. That's the economy for you.
Yes. Yes.
True.
Looking
Do you
into
have any
that,
favorite snacks? Oh, sorry.
me, snacks. Mm, to, actually, I will share. I used to, when I was young, I used to really love K bars here in New Zealand. And I hadn't had one for such a long time, for about 20 years. And I walked into a dairy, like a shop, we call it a dairy here in New Zealand. And I saw them on the counter and I was like, oh, can I have one? I bought one and it brought back my childhood memories. It's like a toffee flavored bar.
Hmm.
I should get one and have it. It's delicious. Yeah, so K bar was one of mine.
That's
It's
awesome.
yummy.
I love
Yeah.
I love Reese cups. That is a number
Oh, yeah.
one. A number one. I'll call my wife my personal Reese cup, but that's beside the point. All right. So, Beans, in the spirit, what's your favorite sugary treat?
This might be a very big surprise for many because I do look like a little sweetie pie, but I'm not that much of a sweet person.
Really?
I don't like candy that much. Like I like more savory type things, or instead of candy, I'll get like fruit. I'd rather have like a fruit or instead of candy. I don't know. There's too much sugar. Just like I have an aversion to that. Um, I guess you can say when I was a kid, I was a little bit of a badass because do you remember Juicy Pops?
Yeah.
I would always like I would suck on the like little pop part just a little bit, but the thing that I would go for is I would just open up like the juicy part and I would just like squirt that into my mouth. And if you haven't tried that before, that's super sour. So I would just be a little daredevil and squeeze the whole thing into my mouth and try not to pucker, like that sort of thing. I would always go towards like the sour snacks versus the sweet ones. But if I did have a sweet one, it would be like the Nerds rope. It would be something that was really big in New Jersey when I was a kid is like these sets. It was like a set of like gummies, but the gummies were shaped like different fast foods. So it was my favorite thing ever. So it would be like a pizza, some French fries, and has like this like citric acid dust on it, like a little Coke bottle, and it kind of tastes like Coke, like artificial. If it wasn't that, it was also the Krabby Patties. And I don't know, there's different people and different ways to eat this, but the way that I would do it is I would take it apart and eat like each one.
Mhm.
But if I wanted to feel like I was part of SpongeBob, I guess I would like eat it like an actual burger, just a little tiny burger, and just like munch on it. So that's
funny.
like my experience as a kid. If I wanted something sweet, it was always those versus like super sugary stuff. Like baby bottle pops,
Sherbet?
not my thing.
Do you like sherbet? Sherbet?
Sherbet? Like the ice
Yeah.
cream?
Do you like do you like no, it's like sherbet, like sweet and sour. You've never tried that? Sherbet?
I never tried that before. I think talking about sourness, I think that would be like a good dono option, right?
Mhm.
Like maybe just get like a whole bag of citric acid and like dip different things into it
Oh, God.
and like just see how yeah, that would fuck up my stomach. But that sounds like a lot of fun to me. I don't know if
You
it's a
can
good
have
idea or not.
You can have that shit. I'm not doing that. All right. Let's get back to some content. So evidently, Creator Clash 3 is kind of at its last leg right now. iDubbbz and Anissa have already walked away. They're leaving it in the hands of the management company that assisted them. But evidently, there may be a savior. There may be yet a savior coming. So there's a chance that Sam Hyde himself could be boxing in Creator Clash 3. So since iDubbbz and Anissa's aren't gatekeeping Creator Clash anymore, can Sam Hyde, Froggy Fresh, and I fight on the card? And then the Buckingham show. Not a single person on earth wants to see you, Myth or Will Net, fight. Either way, whatever. But people want this to happen, and evidently this is the statement that was put up by the management company. People love Sam Hyde. He's a funny guy, and they think he could possibly save it. So it's going to be up to him if he wants to do that or not. But really depends on who his opponent would be, I'm assuming.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. Who is he fighting if he is part of Creator Clash 3? And real quick, I know this is very ADHD of me to go back to the conversation that we were having about sweets, but I did see Cynical Devil in chat. And real quick, talking about sweets, one of my favorite sweets was also the payaso, which was like a lollipop looking thing that was just marshmallow and it's covered in chocolate and it has like gummies for eyes and a like clown looking smile. So if you're Latino, you probably know about that. That was the only thing I wanted to mention real quick. But other than that, so Sam Hyde boxing in Creator Clash 3, now that Ethan and his significant other is not part of that, it's more likely than before. Because I do remember in the second one with Amelie Arena, there were people trying to get in that had signs that had like something to say about Sam Hyde. Those people were not allowed in. That was my experience. People that had signs that said, free Sam Hyde, stuff like that, they were not allowed in. I know that he was trying to get in during that event. He was completely banned. There would be security guards outside looking all over just to make sure that none of his crew would get in. But that's other wild. Than that, we also have something from Drama Alert I see that says there was a horrible plane crash in a residential neighborhood. What is up with all these plane crashes?
I have no idea. They need to calm down. And unfortunately, it says 2 people passed away. So,
nice.
Yeah, it is. So we're gonna play this. It's from a news. It's ABC. I think that's public anyway. But we'll play it.
Video tonight shows the fiery aftermath of a small single-engine plane that crashed in a Simi Valley neighborhood, hitting 2 homes. The pilot and a passenger on board the plane both died.
Oh my God.
And a dog.
On the ground, Armin Hovakimi was in his yard. His wife inside their house on High Meadow Street when it was hit just before 2 this afternoon. The couple somehow escaped injury and even tried to douse the flames.
Just the hose was there, so I grabbed the hose because I saw the fire on the plane, then I saw the fire on the house, kept the hose on the plane, and then it just exploded, so I dropped and I said, I need to kind of back away because I could smell a lot of gas and fuel.
According to the FAA, the small fixed-wing plane took off from Lancaster, headed to Camarillo. As you can see in the flight path, once it reached the Wood Ranch neighborhood in Simi Valley, the flight took a turn. Several of them, and people on the street noticed.
It was another 2 minutes of this thing flying around, and the guy was...
We basically got the point. I don't want to keep going just in case it is copy.
Yeah.
But that's sad, man. Like, people dying, pets dying. Like, you hate to hear shit like that. And it's the year of the planes, Beans. It's the year of the planes. All these damn planes going down, the people getting fucked up, planes going missing. Like, I don't get it, man.
Yeah, a lot of people were even averting going on planes to go to fat camp because during that time was when we were hearing all the plane stuff, right? Yep. So, for example, Grim and I, not only did we think it was just more convenient, but we wanted the road trip. We didn't get on a plane. We drove all the way over there. And I say we, but I was Miss Passenger Princess while Grim was driving all the way over there, super tired. So thank you, Grim, for driving while I was, headbanging to some Billy the Fridge music. Check that out in the, what was it called? What did I call it? It was a really good title. I said Straight from the Can Adventures.
Something like that, yeah. The members
check
only.
It out.
That was beautiful, yep. So, next up from Drama Alert, evidently a police officer loses his cool after getting a parking ticket on camera. So let's
watch this.
Oh yeah, it's only a minute. It's like a minute long.
I'm giving you a ticket.
For what?
For one, you parked illegally, and 2, your lights aren't on.
You can clearly see I'm a police officer. I'm here on official police business.
What does that mean?
It means I'm on police business. I can park wherever I want.
No, you're parked illegally.
I'm not
you don't have your lights on. How are you at a call? Your lights aren't on.
They don't always need to be on.
When did that happen?
Why would my lights need to be on?
Because you said you were at a call. You
So
were
I'm
on
on
a
official
call.
police business.
No,
Don't
you
put words
just
in my mouth.
no. You said you got a call.
I said I was on official police business.
Oh, what does that mean?
Exactly what I said. Official police business.
Okay, sir, just let me do my job, okay?
You're not giving me a ticket.
Yes, I am.
You're not. You can't do. I'm clearly a police officer. We're on the same side.
You're parked illegally. That does not give you a right because you're a police officer to park illegally.
That's wild. You know what's funny? You know what's funny?
What's
about it?
funny?
He's on official police business walking back with a coffee cup.
Yeah.
That's
Exactly.
true.
I guarantee
But
you,
real quick.
real quick.
Oh, you guarantee what?
the motherfucker was getting donuts and coffee. I promise you
Yeah.
that's what he was doing, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not going to make any assumptions, but from what we can see in the videos, put a 1 in the chat if you think that this is justified. Like, just because you're a cop, you don't get any special privileges. 2, if you think that he should get a pass because he was on official police business.
The real question is, what kind of training is a parking attendant deal when it comes to like government officials? Because you know that's a question that comes up. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like say if there's like a U.S. government plate in a like parked illegally, do you give him a ticket? Police officer, right? Lights aren't on. They're just sitting. What is the protocol? You know, I'm curious what the parking attendant is because those are some ruthless people, man. Parking attendants, they are the worst, straight up.
Oh, you reckon?
Are.
I wouldn't want to do their. It would be difficult to do their job, right? They must get some real grumpy people that come up to them and, you know, and really,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Nobody wants a parking ticket. But wait, did we finish the clip?
It was
I
like
think we were only like halfway through. We didn't even get to the crash out. I don't think so. Let's get towards the end.
My bad.
Okay.
My bad.
We need the juicy bits.
Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Your job, you would have left the police car alone. Clearly, I'm a police officer. Clearly, this is a police car. You have no reason to be issuing me a ticket.
Okay. Like you're getting a ticket. Anything else I can do for you?
Oh, there's a lot that is going to transpire from this. I promise.
Okay, sir.
So now we're threatening.
So exactly. That's what I was going to say. Just like how Lily Musai threatened to make our day with 5 Local Cafe gifted memberships. Hell yeah.
Appreciate you.
Lily Musai.
Thank you so
And
much.
then we have Emily. Welcome to Band World. Hell yeah.
Appreciate
so
you, Emily.
So far, see, you got to play the whole clip so we can get the juicy bits. But yeah, so he threatened her. And he's like, clearly I'm a cop. Clearly this is a cop car. Clearly you're not doing your job. And she's just in there like, okay, sweetheart, that's okay. But I'm still giving you that ticket, which is admirable. She does not back down. A lot of people would see an officer and back down, especially a man like that. He's probably bigger than her. She's like, I don't care. I'm doing my job. You're still getting a ticket.
Exactly.
Yeah. She was like pressing all her buttons.
She's like,
Good on her.
look, bro, I'm gonna do my job. If you think this is a problem, go talk to your people and they'll get it taken care of. Either way, I'm gonna do my job, but I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You know,
Exactly.
is what it is. So, last one we're gonna play is evidently Doshi was at the Met Gala, and they're saying that she was mistreating her assistants. Now, fun fact: my wife is a massive Doshi fan. Massive. She loves her music, and this will definitely be interesting to watch. Let's go ahead and get into this one.
Oh no. Yes, I'm ready. Give me another, no, stop. Give me another umbrella, now. Another one, right there. And another one. And another one. Another umbrella. Excuse me. Two more umbrellas. Right there. Two more umbrellas. I'm sorry. This is umbrellas. Umbrella! Anybody? Right there! Two more umbrellas! They said no. They said the lobby would be clear. And do not let that one on get out of the car. We're pulling on it. And then you tell us to wait. Okay. Right now, and yeah, watch the step. Watch the step. Shut. Move these umbrellas. I don't want these people seeing me. I got it. Move the umbrella. Are you blocking it? Right now. Is your umbrella there? Yes. You're blocked. You're blocked. Yes.
Oh. Somebody fired.
Well, I'm gonna be honest.
Interesting.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't gonna let motherfuckers talk to me like that. No, no way. I'll give a damn who you are, bro. We're all people at the end of the day. You're no better than me. You are no better than me. Once we all die and pass away, none of this shit matters. Like, you calm the fuck down.
Exactly. But there's some people in the chat saying, who is Doshi? So Doshi is a female rap artist. She is very big on the scene. If you don't know her music, a song that I do recommend is Nissan Altima. That's a very good one. That's a very good one if you want to check her out first. But, this is a very complicated situation. Let me play Doshi, she's right there. This is her YouTube page. But Doshi, she's very big right now. And why are we spamming fries, Cynical Devil? Real quick, Bailey, member for 1 month. Thank you so much, Bailey. Don't forget to hit the like on the stream, guys. Have a good morning. Thank you so much, Bailey, for that reminder. But Doshi is a very big figure right now. And when it comes to something so big as this gala, the outfits are very expensive. It was also raining. And I don't know if she was late. And that is no excuse, but playing devil's advocate, people should have been more prepared. When it comes to that thing, like, you have to make sure that nobody sees your outfit before you get your pictures taken, because that is like a real big no-no in the celebrity game, right? So nobody can see your outfit before you hit that red carpet. It was raining, so maybe they're trying to protect the outfit as best as possible, because those are super expensive. The hair, you heard them talk about the hair. So in general, just playing devil's advocate, maybe that was like her big thing. Demi is in chat saying she made that annoying song Anxiety.
Yes, she did.
Anxiety. Yeah, she did.
I can't, bro. It is so bad. It is so fucking bad. Remember, guys, yellow super chat. I will sing to these lovely ladies. If y'all want me to sing Anxiety, I will. It is fucking terrible. And then $20 super chat. Either give me a American pastry you want me to bring in and talk about for some ungodly reason, BB Phil. That's fine, whatever you want. And then, or you can give me a condiment to put in the cursed bottle, and I will tell you guys how it tastes. Whatever combination you give me, I will put in there. So just keep that in mind. Also, if you became a member, check out the members-only content. I know people love the cooking, and I do want to bring that back, but I don't know if I want to bring it back if people don't really like it. So let me know you like it. Become a member. Tell me in the comments. Like the streams of me cooking. And, Keemstar says our memberships are down when I was doing it, so we need to get that improved. But I appreciate all you guys. Thank you.
Real quick, we have a Wonder Woman lover. We have Cynthia Breyer, who's a member for 2 months on Band World.
Thank you.
She says, love you, Wonder Woman.
Love you too, Cynthia.
That is amazing. All right. Let's
Plus, I'm wearing red for Wonder Woman.
That is awesome. So, if y'all didn't know, I just want to go through this real quick. This was in breaking news yesterday, but obviously my internet provider hated me. But Trump wants to reopen Alcatraz.
Does he?
He's been talking about that. Now, my wife had to go do some work in San Francisco for her company, and normally whenever she traveled, if she's going to somewhere cool, I'd go with her and just check out the city, right? Because why not? And, I saw Alcatraz. I didn't do a tour like I wanted because I was an idiot and I didn't pre-plan. But that's going to need so much renovation money because there's graffiti everywhere. The buildings are damn near run down. There's a lot of rust on the metals and all that. It's not equipped for human life. Don't get me wrong. There are some types of criminals that I don't give a fuck what happens to them. But for the sanctity of law, there has to be some sort of living condition. That is just not at all suitable for humans right now, or even animals for that matter. No one should be living there. But
he's looking at reopening that. Oh, so that would be a cost coming out of taxpayers' money, wouldn't it?
Exactly.
To do that.
Yeah.
It's very complicated because I also heard something in the grapevines about Trump trying to get rid of income tax for people that make less than 200,000K a year, something along those lines. So he wants us to pay less taxes, but then we need taxes to do stuff like this, and it gets a little bit complicated, and it's like, where are you going, bro? But in general, something that really helps out a state or a country even is tourism, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
imagine the tourism that goes on in Alcatraz, because not only is it somewhere where had, Al Capone, he was in there. They had like this whole museum that you can, walk through and see how his setup was. But also the ghost tours. The ghost tours in Alcatraz is very, very prominent. It's like a very big thing. I'm pretty sure a lot of people even know the layout of Alcatraz because of some sort of Call of Duty game, right?
I think
Yeah,
so.
that's true. That's
Well,
a good point.
the movie The Rock with Nicolas Cage and Sean Connery was actually around kind of Alcatraz, so that's something. But just real quick for everybody to know, talking about tourism, you got tickets for $148, $139, $94, $148, and $175 per person. So, I mean, if you do, like 10 or 15 at a time, 3-4 days a week, you know what I mean? Maybe even more than that. You're making thousands of dollars just on tourism on Alcatraz. So, I don't know. Like, I get what he's saying and I kind of understand it, but at the same time, I don't know if it's even worth the fucking money, to be honest with you.
Mm.
Very true. So we do have people in the chat like Kevin D saying that beans, it will come from tariffs. Could be. We also have Seth Look saying that the state will fight it, the city will fight it, and probably the local native group that believes the island rightfully belongs to them would fight it. That's a very good point. And then we have the RG the Gamer coming in with the game fact. It was a Call of Duty zombie map.
There it is. But like I said, it's just kind of one of those things. Like, as an example, right, the bridge in San Francisco, like the Golden Gate, I think it's the Golden Gate Bridge. They're always painting it 24/7. It's never ending. You go to one day and you start right back at the beginning. It's just constant. So, with California being ultra democratic, and Alcatraz being underneath their jurisdiction, I don't see it going well politically at all. But again, that's up to them to figure out.
I actually saw yesterday in the news that in the I'm not sure if you can bring up here, but the trial for the jury selection started yesterday for P. Diddy. Is that right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yesterday was the start of his trial. I think we mentioned that a couple days ago. But do you have any new information on that, Ken?
I'll be honest with you. I haven't really been following it because, I honestly don't. I hate P. Diddy. I've always hated him. So I could care less what happens to him, especially doing shit like this. But I think when they were asking the jurors certain questions, they were like, do you know these certain celebrities? What have you heard about these celebrities? So they're going to have a hard time finding jurors that can be unbiased just because they've been in the limelight so long. They've done so many things. And, it's supposed to be, jury of your peers. How do you identify peers for people like that? You know what I mean? So it's weird. It's a weird dichotomy when it comes to certain criminals and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, so where we at? Have you heard anything, Beans?
So yeah, you said that it's very difficult to follow up on that trial, and that's very true because is this going to play through or is it? No. So real quick, BB Phil with the $11.99 cupcakes, ho-hos, zingers, donuts, honey buns, mini muffins, fruit pies, snowballs, coffee cakes, jumbo donuts, baby buns, tiger tails, crumb cakes are all of these well known in the US too. So some of those are well known. BB Phil is just on this sugar train.
I don't know why.
He is going on that sugar train. I wish I had like some sort of train choo-choo for him, but we can do the air horn instead. Thank you so much, BB Phil, for that. We will try to find some of those. Even I will go to the store maybe today or tomorrow. This could be a very good Saturday. Wait, no, I'm going to Georgia on Saturday.
I'll take care of it.
I'll
take care of it.
Yeah, it's gonna be probably like a tomorrow or a Friday thing, and that's fine. We're gonna have a lot of really good sweets for you, BB Phil. But when it comes to the whole P Diddy, if we're talking a little bit of sugar that you don't want, talking about some sugar that you don't want, it's going to be very difficult to follow this case because it is a federal case. So what that means is that there is no camera coverage on this at all.
Yep.
If you're going to have any coverage, it's going to be after the fact from reporters that, you know, they're there, they get all the information. Once they come out, they'll divulge it to the public, but no cameras at all. It's not going to be publicized. It's not going to be like these other ones that were really famous. Like, for example, what happened during COVID. That's a very big one. I'm not going to say the name. Not things like that. But when it comes to arts and entertainment, let's get off of somebody who thought they were entertaining, like P. Diddy, and get into some real entertaining stuff. So real quick, you have the John Wick 5.
Yep.
John Wick 5, the movie. Is there a 5 one? Number 5 coming out?
Apparently.
Ooh.
And if you recognize
love
guy,
me some Keanu.
Oh, yeah. This guy played a Scorpion in the latest Mortal Kombat.
That John Wick 5 is happening. Chad Stahelski, the director, is returning. Keanu Reeves will also be back. And in a recent interview with Empire Online, they had this to say. John Wick 5 will begin a new story for the character, says director Chad Stahelski. John dealt with his grief. It will be really different, and everybody will see the trailer and go, holy F, I gotta see that. And the reason I think these comments are kind of funny, because I started quickly seeing then fan theories that this movie will be John Wick in hell fighting some demons. Obviously, that's not happening, but even just imagining a universe where they're that crazy to do that, do it. I'd like to see it. I mean, they say it's going to be very different, and in the last movie, it just had John Wick die. How crazy would it be to just throw John Wick in hell and just him doing what he does in hell? You know, now that I'm saying all this out loud, maybe this wasn't a topic that needed to be.
So, oh boy, here we go. What's up, Roxy?
Good morning.
Did you wake?
Happy to see you back. Oh my God, thank God. I love your friggin' being back here. How was your day off or your internet?
It was trash because I didn't have internet, and I was searching for backup internet options, and I almost, pulled the plug. I almost did it, and it would have been money that my wife didn't want me to spend. She's like, just wait, see what happens, and the internet came back.
So you're back. You're fine. Everything's good.
Yes, ma'am. How are you doing?
Oh, thank God. I love my coffee. I love my exercise, and I can't do it without you doing it. Beans, I love you. I really do, but you just can't hold the show, honey. You have no talent.
No, I don't. That's why I've been here for so long.
But maybe if just loosen your curls a little bit, and maybe some of your little brain waves will start moving around, honey. Kind of has talent.
Loosen your asshole. You've been so uptight since the moment you got here, sweetheart.
I know. I'm sorry. Can I thank you for being back? I love you. I can start working. I gained 5 fucking pounds since you were gone. Thank you, Ken. You saved the show. Thank you. I love you.
I can't.
Look, listen. Roxy, if you're watching, Beans is my co-host. She's the best co-host I could ask for. She does a great job when I'm not here. She's very talented. She's come a long way since the start of the show. I've come a long way since the start of the show. We're getting better together, right? So that's all I'm saying. Thank you, Beans, for being the best thing I could ever ask for here.
I'm so disappointed. I'm so disappointed.
Why?
If you're in the Discord, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not in the Discord and you have a gifted membership, all you got to do, $5 more to upgrade so you can be a cash cow and see the bullshit that I'm talking about. Literally, Keemstar minutes ago said, I think that Roxy is going to show up on Cafe today. You know, him with his psychic powers, right? So I commented, I replied to him and I said, thank God, thinking that this old woman would take some Viagra or something, get some spice in her life and come in here hot and spicy. No, it was really lame. She wants to say that I have no talent. She didn't even spice up. How many more people did we get? 10? Wow, you did so much, Roxy. You did so much. You really pack a punch with those.
She was so kind to you, Ken. She was so kind to you. Oh.
I don't know. I mean, like I said, I don't. with the milkers, I try to maintain a good relationship with them because I don't mind them, but I don't want people talking shit on my co-host, saying she's boring and untalented, because she's very talented and she knows what she's doing. That's all I'm saying.
Straight up.
But talking about that, this Civil War people keep talking about, Beans. I want to talk about that real quick. Now that she came in here and kind of brought it to my attention. What I'm assuming it's going to be like a Milkers versus Queens thing, because everybody wanting to attack Roxy and then they want to attack Becky, get each other fired, whatever the fuck. We got nerds trying to do alliances with Queens. I don't fucking know, Beans. And then Rewind saying they're not on anybody's side, they're on their own side.
Can we just talk about the whole situation that's been happening lately? So we had Miss Sweet Tea here on the cafe as an intern. She, from the get-go, did not want to be here. It was very apparent to everybody. She went on Rewind talking shit. She came here, barely gave us anything. And then she got moved to Milkers. Milkers, which name means milk as in spoiled milk, as in their relevancy that expires as soon as you tune in. So Milkers, they're always having the same drama with Queens. And I think I do agree with Xylee when she says it's old. It's old. It's as old as the people freaking arguing about it. Tina, I love you, but you're old. Savage, I love you, but you're also old. And this drama between you guys, old as hell. It's older than the fucking dust coming out of your titties, because it's fucking ridiculous, okay?
Powdered milk.
This is exactly sassy Italian number 2 moldy milk. And then we have bay wheat bug curdled milkers. Keep it going, guys. Keep it going. I know that you guys can do better than that. In general, Xylee puts it best when she says, I don't even care about this drama because it's just so old. It's so repetitive. Can we have something new? For example, I thought that she was going to bring it today. If Keemstar himself brings you into the cafe to start some drama, start some drama. Don't start this fucking fake ass nice shit of like, oh, I always watch you while I exercise. What exercise are you doing? What exercise are you doing?
Shit, I mean,
you come in here and your heart rate goes up like by 5 and you think that that's like exercise, bro? Bring it. Bring it. That would be more entertaining than this stupid ass old drama that keeps going on and on.
If you Go ahead.
So the Civil
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yes, Foxy.
Oh, sorry, I just forgot. Oh my God. Ken, you're doing great. Beans, just chill a little bit. If I was here for like an hour, I would bring you guys more reviews and more, hate chats. But Wonder Woman, pink and red look the same. You look like shit in pink. Now you look worse than fucking red. What are you doing? Get your shit together, girl. Get in that
I'm
closet
Wonder Woman.
and wear black. Look like a fucking Black Widow, because red and pink look fucking shitty on you.
You look amazing, Wonder Woman.
Thank you.
But nah, so going back to that, right? Y'all, I'm sure y'all remember my rant that I went on about everybody. And I said Milk was sole purpose is to go against Queens. That's kind of what's been happening. The issue that I see with both of those shows is they keep talking about things that are outside of the LCU in their real life. There's been numerous times IRL has been said, don't talk about it anymore. But they keep constantly bringing it up about each other, right? So there really has been no fixing that, because Savage and Tina's beef goes back so fucking far. They know so many damn people. And like yesterday, they were talking about Savage doing things at Fat Camp when, Keem had to talk to Joe and get all that squashed and all that. It's never going to stop if they keep doing this petty back and forth IRL shit. You keep bringing up their families, the other person's going to keep going against them. You keep talking about the past, dropping people's names. You can ask them, you can ask this person, that person. It's never going to stop. So until the IRL discussion stop and outside the LCU stops, this war, this battle of attrition between the both of them is never going to stop. They need to just let the shit go and move the fuck on and do your own show. Yeah, if you want to take jabs at the shows, absolutely take jabs at other shows. No one's stopping you. But when you keep going and saying Savage did this, Savage did that, I've seen this, and then Tina's like, yeah, I know 5 people that know the truth. That's not helping anything. You're just talking words at this point. I love you, Tina. I always will love you. But the thing is, when you keep just saying you can ask these 5 people, I know you're not saying names, you're not having receipts. I could go talk to 10 people and say, I need all of you guys to say Wonder Woman did X, Y, and Z. I'm going to say this. I need the 10 of you to say she did that. Anyone can do that. right? That's why word of
Yeah.
mouth is shit now. You need clips, you need screenshots to show anything. So unless you have those things, don't even talk about it because it's not even worth it.
Exactly. Real
it just
quick,
gets
I was just
boring.
about to talk. Oh, sorry.
Lucifina with the one yesterday. Thank you, Lucifina. You're amazing.
No, I was just going to talk about Tina real quick. I love Tina, but I lost a little bit of respect from Tina whenever she started talking about Grimm and the whole jumping jack situation. Because Tina, I respected her whenever she said, you know what, I don't like the sexual talk. And then she gets down and dirty with all those other pigs and starts talking about Grimm and the whole jumping jack situation. And it was kind of disrespectful for me. But real quick, K-Bear's mama with the hot drama. She says her exercise is trying to breathe from her chain smoking. Very true. There was somebody else who said that they're also sick of this. There was both of them need to shut the fuck up about each other. That's very true. And then we have our docket member, Cynical Devil, that said, bro, how is she talking? She learned how to do her makeup just 1 month ago.
I can't.
I will say I am looking forward to the Pinocchio outfit today. So Roxy's going to be wearing a Pinocchio outfit.
Hopefully it arrived because when Savage showed the screenshot, it said arriving by 10 p.m. today. So if it gets there beforehand, then she'll do it. But regardless, it's a week. So if it gets there today, it's a week. If it gets there tomorrow, it's still a week. So we'll see what happens.
Right.
I do have to. So here's the thing, guys. Y'all know I'm the number one Becky hater. I will never get rid of that crown. Roxy can come for it all she wants. I will never stop hating that motherfucker. But I have to give her credit where credit's due on one thing. And I even said this in the Discord yesterday. I said, this is the best Sweet Tea has looked on any show was with Becky and Tina. They really put confidence in her. They let her come out of her shell, be more vocal, especially during like their Dollar Train. I have to give credit where credit's due. She did an awesome job on Queens. She did. So, hats off to y'all for giving, Sweet Tea a platform where she feels comfortable to come out of her shell a little bit. Obviously, Cafe may not have been the show for her to do that, and that's fine because all the different shows have different feels, right? Interns get moved around. Interns get moved around to see what their best fit is. And I think she was even going back at Tina a little bit, which was awesome. Not a lot of people do that, especially interns. So, hats off to them for giving Sweet Tea a platform where she feels comfortable enough to come out of her shell and be herself. So I got to give credit.
So you said that today on Lol Cow Milk Duds, they're going to wear a Pinocchio outfit probably because Roxy lies so much. She has the nose for it.
Not as big as my nose beans. Look at that schnoz, man. Just look at the peak. Just look at the peak. Just like the forehead, man. I headbutt people with this thing. Broken noses, beans. Broken noses.
I would say that she's made of pine wood, but I'd rather say she's made out of wine wood because that's all she fucking does. Did you see whenever she went on Aussie? Wait, was it Aussie? Yeah, she went on Aussie and she was flirting with Shockmouth.
Oh yeah.
Yes, yesterday.
Weird. Super weird.
This man could be her son. And she was flirting with him over his Pokemon what is it, robe of some sort, his plush robe, saying that he's cute and she's going through a divorce. Bro, she's more desperate trying to flirt than she is trying to get into the LCU and have some relevancy on her name. It is so desperate.
We got the clips if you want to check them out real quick.
Let's check it out. Let's see the cringe in full action.
All right, let's check this out, ladies.
Bro, Roxy was trying to spit game and she almost spat her teeth out.
Ooh. Gummy, as they like to say.
I didn't want to say this. I might as well. I liked you because I always thought you were kind of hot. That hoodie makes you so fucking hot. And just
Look at Shockmouth's eyes.
Eva, look out.
I don't know. You're fucking hot. And I don't know. That hoodie just kind of turned me on. I'm not going to lie. I'm sorry.
No, don't say sorry to me.
I'm already pissed off. I don't want to watch that anymore.
You're already pissed off?
I'm already
Well,
pissed off.
get pissed off at all the fucking love that we're receiving right now because we have Zepharis with the L Roxy L Pigs W Cafe. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months.
That's Zephyrus.
Being a cash cow.
Zephyrus.
That's
my
Zephyrus.
boy. I love that guy. Appreciate you, Zephyrus.
That's your boy?
Oh, yeah.
That's our boy now. That's our boy right now.
You can't
You
can't take Zephyrus away from me. Me and him have a history. We have a dark, deep history, Beans. You can't take him away from me.
Well, something that's dark and deep. Never mind. That sounds really wrong. I was going to say something that's dark and deep is the coffee cult, but I think that's going to be twisted in more ways than one. We also have Tiffany. Welcome to Band World. Thank you so much for all your support. We also have Turtle Talk, a member for 2 months. Band World. We love Wonder Woman. Don't let them steal your shine. What are you talking about? She's been shining ever since she's been here. Much more than Sweet Tea. Let's just say that.
Facts.
Exactly. She came in so lovely with her red like leather jacket. She has a lipstick on. She has her hair done. She did the curls and everything. And then old raggedy ass Roxy wants to come in here and try to take her shine. Bro, you learned how to do your makeup a month ago. Look how good Wonder Woman is with her makeup.
Amazing. Well,
I try.
Remember, Wonder Woman wanted to do a show about ladies' things like fashion, makeup, hair, things like that. She's in it to win it right now. Wonder Woman has her finger on the pulse when it comes to, ladies and their upkeep and looking the best that they possibly can.
I love it. I love it. When you guys were talking about Met Gala before, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to talk fashion. I want to do makeup in here.
Internet cut out a little bit. Are we good? Okay.
Something that we were going to talk about on Friday, actually. I believe this Friday we're going to talk about some of the outfits from the Met Gala with Wonder Woman and Batgirl, of course. She's always going to be my Friday girly. But we're all going to talk about the fashion, the makeup, the hair, everything. We're going to have a very girly Friday and maybe throw a little bit of insults to those that may not reach our par when it comes to the look. We also have Zephyrus. With the $9.99, I know what you did in 2009, Ken and Beans. I know what you did last summer. I know that reference.
That's it. Yeah, so Wonder Woman, you're aware of Fridays, right?
I am. I
Okay.
can't wait. I'm looking forward to the girl time.
Yeah, I think
That'll be awesome.
I think y'all have a blast, and I think the coffee cult loves the diversity. You know what I mean? Because Beans has to deal with me and my ogre ass, for 4 or 5 days a week. It's good she gets a break on Fridays to have her lady time, so that's awesome. Oh man, so let's see what else we got. So Boogie on live yesterday just went crazy. I don't understand what it was. Some dumb shit. Apparently, he destroyed an arcade machine because he was supposed to be punished for making dumbass decisions while Keem was gone. I don't know. So originally...
Boogie, no!
Jesus. So originally, there was 3 arcade machines behind him, right? Not this one, these. And they're all worth over $1,000. So he went and got this arcade machine by himself. Boogie moved all of this by himself, right? So that's super awesome. And then he said, I'll destroy this one. It's a modded one. It's not worth a lot of money, whatever. So, they're freaking out.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. What the fuck? They don't even want you to do it.
I don't give a fuck. I'm doing it.
Boogie.
This one ain't even made of wood.
This is not a punishment. No.
Oh my God.
No.
I need fucking sleep.
Boogie.
I need fucking sleep. Look at my bald fucking head.
This is
Look
for
at my bald
nothing.
fucking
Boogie,
head.
you're doing this for nothing.
Fucking
Oh
sleep,
my
dude.
God.
Make fucking sleep. Make fucking sleep. Make fucking sleep.
Am I?
Want another one?
Yeah,
Want another one?
yeah.
Is this
Give,
what it
give me
takes to
another
get
one, baby.
sleep?
Give
Where
me,
we go next? Is this what it takes to get some fucking sleep?
give me another one, baby. Put the axe on the side of it. Come on. Put it right to the side. Pick that axe up. Come on, big boy. Come on, big boy.
He's fucking.
I just want to say something real quick. With the Crocs you're wearing right now, Boogie, you can't be crashing out. That's all I'm saying. You can't be wearing the black fuzzy Crocs with, the eyeballs that move as you move your nasty, disgusting feet. You know what I mean? I just can't. People want to shit on my Crocs, but damn, are they comfortable?
Yeah, something that I wanted to mention is at this point we should just call it lol cow fairy tale because now we have Humpty Dumpty with the way that Boogie's looking right now. We have Roxy who's going to be like a puppet, and then we have I would say we have the three little pigs, Tina, Becky, and Zeta, but Zeta's no longer in the
Yeah.
LCU, so we might have to get a new pig for that. The big bad wolf, I'm pretty sure we can all say that's Keemstar. We have a leprechaun, which is Nightmare, if you want to say that. What else? I think the chat can chime in. What other fairy tale creatures do we have here? Or maybe because Keemstar loves him so much, he can be Shrek. Keemstar is Shrek, and then we're all the fairy tale creatures that just invaded
Yes.
his swamp. And even though he tries to get rid of us, he never will.
We ain't going nowhere.
Goodness.
Well, if hold on,
Goodness.
if Keem Shrek, what am I?
What's a good question?
Just saying.
I mean, you are eating waffles. You can be Donkey.
Donkey.
I quit. You can have this shit. I'm done.
You do look like an ass sometimes.
Fuck you, Beans. All right. So let's get into the Boogie Crash Out because those are always fun.
Yeah.
Boogie.
You understand this show's literally killing me. Do you understand that? 12 hours, no sleep streams. We agreed on 8. I told you I was only doing 8. Then we go till fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. My fucking girlfriend's pissed off at me. When I go into the fucking room, she can't sleep. The dog can't sleep. My roommates can't sleep. I spent the last 3 days fighting with every motherfucker in this house. I'm goddamn sick of this fucking show. I'm sick of this bullshit. You know how you want me to chop a hole through my fucking house? And for what?
Yeah, so just for context on that one, in case you missed it, Keem, instead of smashing an arcade machine, Keem said that Boogie could take the axe and go through the wall to his bedroom to create a door, right? He wanted to see Boogie do that live on air. So that's just for context in case you guys missed it. So let's get back to it.
Goodness.
You want me to destroy my fucking property? And for what? Yeah, maybe it was funny the first 100 times. What else you want me to fucking destroy? What else you want to see fucking destroyed, man?
Boogie, we should be able to put a hole in that house because we paid for the house.
True.
No, I paid of the $300,000
No.
debt. I paid over 180 of
We
it.
paid for the
I did.
house.
Or you
We
ever
paid for the
came
house.
along. I
We
was 7
paid for the
years-
house. Boogie.
Can I make a comment real quick?
Yes.
I hate when people are like arguing or in some sort of thing and, you know, Boogie's yelling at Keem but not looking at him. He's looking to the side. I hate when people do that. Like, if I'm talking to you, bro, look at me. Don't look at other people. Look at me. Because me and you were having an argument. That's just a pet peeve I have. I just had to say that. But
Fair enough.
it shows you have no confidence if you can't look at the other person, or if you're looking at other people while you're arguing. You need other people to reassure you that you're right. You know, you're trying to look at other people to get them to back you up in the argument. Look at me, bro. Me and you are arguing. Don't look at them. This is a pet peeve I have. But anyways, so apparently, you know, Boogie crashing out, Boogie saying he can't have sleep. And this is actually a great point because he's bringing up these streams. And me and Beans were talking about this. And I think, I don't want to put words in Grimm's mouth, but I think you mentioned he had this thought. All these bigger channels doing these long-ass streams during the weekend kind of kill the smaller channels' chances of doing longer streams during the weekend. Because let's just say we wanted to do a 12-hour stream. Let's say me and Beans and whoever wanted to do an all-day stream. If we stream, Queen streams, Rewind streams, they're watching them. They're not watching us, right? They're probably going to get the most donos. We really ain't getting shit because we're not a bigger draw than them. It just is what it is. Let's say Locale Live, Aussie, and Milkers are streaming, right? Aussie is going to get the less amount of views because, you know, Locale Live is the draw. Milkers is a bigger draw because they want to see the dumb shit Roxy and Savage do. So Aussie's not going to get any love. So, you know, Queens and Tina, they always want to do a long-ass stream over the weekend. Yeah, they want to make their money, sure. But the thing is, when you're looking at analytics and you look at numbers for all the smaller channels, if they're eating up all this time, it doesn't give the smaller channels a chance to do their marathon streams and, gain up theirs. Like, yeah, because what was like 2 Saturdays ago, me, Grim, and Beans fucking went at it and went hard. No one was there. We streamed, I think, for like 5 hours, and we saved our channel, tested the same thing. But, we can't just have one weekend a month where we need to do these marathon stream to get these numbers up. That's just not fair to all the other smaller channels. Because if you're going to allow all the bigger channels to do that and then they gain that revenue to compare to everybody else, the smaller channels kind of need a handicap when comparing analytics because we don't have that opportunity. You know what I mean? So, Beans, I know you were talking about, again, I don't want to put words in Grim's mouth, but can you kind of share a little bit of what y'all talked about?
Yeah, so the thing that Grim was talking about was that there's a lot of bigger shows that once the weekend rolls around, I think the weekend was kind of like this new shiny thing that all the smaller shows was like, wow, this is our chance. We can go live whenever we want. But then the bigger shows saw how much money that they can make during these weekends. And they're like, you know what? We're going to do 24-hour streams. You know what? We're going to start very early, end tomorrow morning, basically. It basically suffocates the audience away from the smaller shows when we're supposed to be doing our best and trying our hardest to get more eyes on our shows and try to get more donos, because the bigger shows are not struggling. You guys don't really need more donos because there is no threat of you guys ever being cut out of the LCU, right? But when it comes to smaller shows like us that we want to do more content and stuff like that, we can't really do it because the other shows are live. And Cafe, we're not the type of people to do 24-hour streams, but there are other shows that have thought about it before. I think there was a lot of tension when it came to Test and I, because there were a lot of plans that were very last minute, which I do understand. They were trying to get more of an audience and just get more donos because they're at the bottom with the rest of us. But whenever we talked about it, we're like, hey, it doesn't really make sense for you guys to do a 24-hour stream because the other people are live. They're going to take all the audience that would have came over here, and you guys are not going to get donos. It wouldn't be worth it. You guys are already tired. You guys are already working super hard. There would be no return of investment. Let's just say that. So in general, that's basically what Grim was saying. He would like the bigger shows to be more conscious of the smaller shows when it comes to the weekend.
And the other thing too is, I mean, yeah, they could be like, all right, yeah, cool, we'll give you one weekend. But the thing is, you got Aussie, us, you got Test. If you want to put nerds, you can in that category. You got Tech Talks. That's 5 shows that are going to be competing over one weekend. So I don't really see the significance in that either, because I'm not trying to compete with other people. Like, if I want to do a 12-hour stream, I'm going to do a 12-hour stream. But if you've got 3-4 other shows going, you know what I mean? I can only hope and pray we get something as far as like revenue for it, because I mean, it is what it is. I mean, like, we're here to make money. We're here to entertain an audience, and hopefully we can entertain them enough to get, some love and support. But I'm not trying to compete with 4 or 5 other shows for 12 hours to hopefully get something. You know what I mean? Because then it's discouraging. You can be like, well, fuck this. I'm not going to do this anymore. Why am I competing with other channels when, I'm making, way less than minimum wage, in donos, right? So, and then you're always trying to one-up yourself, right? You're always trying to get better and better and one-up yourself. So it's hard to compete with a lot of different channels, and especially bigger channels on the weekend.
Big comment.
Very true. Very true. And like the other thing that I wanted to mention as well is 24-hour streams and all this like really long forms of content. They were so like, wow, like I really want to be there in the beginning, right? Whenever it was like a new concept or like it was a rare thing, people get excited about it. But now that it's like time after time after time, the same content. We're doing 24-hour streams. We're doing all-night streams. We're doing TTS to Wake Up Boogie. Like, now it's just getting old. If you cut back just a little bit and not do it so often, maybe people will be more excited about it. But in general, everybody doing a 24-hour stream is not the way to go. Maybe do something different. Just my opinion.
It's a bit like, how they use, a bit like a triathlon, like a triathlon where they have like all of, stars or whatever, like on a triathlon, and they all appear together. It's that's really cool where you all come combined, and That's really cool, right? It's a bit like what was it? The St. Patty's Day. Was
Like the Boston. No.
that drinking stream on Locale Live?
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
that was really cool how everybody was there at the one place. Yeah, rather than yeah. Anyway,
Well, no, I get what you're
that was
saying, but like the thing is, if Locale Live is on, and like I said, we all joined the same VC, we all having a great party. If we're all co-streaming on the same channels, everyone's going to watch Locale Live because they're the draw. Locale Live is the
yeah,
hub of the entire LCU. So let's just say if 5 channels are live at the same time, Locale Live is probably going to get 90% of those viewers because they want to support the bigger channels. You know what I mean? So
right.
it's like, again, I'm just saying, I feel there should be some sort of handicap for the smaller channels, because if you
Yeah.
hold everyone to the same standard, but not all the channels are getting the same opportunity, it's kind of disingenuous, in my opinion, to do that.
Yeah, because we need to grow the smaller ones, right? We need to be able to
Exactly.
find a way to
Yeah.
grow the smaller ones.
And,
Yeah.
and if
And
you
we have some people. Oh, sorry. Continue.
say, if you want a real punishment, if you're like, let's say like, Locale Cafe is going to do a 12-hour stream, have Boogie come on for 12 hours on a smaller channel to help build it up. If you want to, like punish Rastov, have Rastov go on a smaller channel to help build it up. If you really want to punish these people, take away their money, but make them put into work to help build the smaller channels. Because Boogie's the one that says, Locale Live needs to do well for the smaller channels to do well. So why not promote Locale Live by having a Locale Live star on a smaller channel doing a stream to talk about Locale Live? You know what I mean? I'm just saying, it's just ideas in my head. I could totally be wrong and asinine saying all this, but that's just my perception.
Makes sense.
What were you saying, Beans?
Exactly. And I wanted to shed some light on some people chiming in on this topic. So for example, Seth Lux, thank you so much for your opinion. Most of the day last Sunday had no one streaming until the evening. There was hours and hours somebody could have gone. That's very true as well. There is Ash in the chat saying, I feel like people say they're going live, then no one else goes live, and then they end up not going live and no one is live. Ha ha. That's very true. That has happened multiple times. And then there's some people saying that they do enjoy the longer streams. If it's not long, then it's non-tent. We also have a couple people saying, why don't you have all channels stream one weekend, 8 hours, and the top 3 channels that generate revenue do not get weekend streams for the rest of the month, rinse and repeat. I don't know. That's kind of like what's it called? Very the Coliseum stuff.
Like Gladiators?
That's very Gladiators
Or
like.
Hunger Games. Hunger Games. That's what you're thinking of.
Also like Hunger Games. Yeah. So there's some people saying the Sunday Xylee stream was a huge L. Somebody's opinion in chat. But Keem gets more money from live, blah, blah, blah. Keem gets the same cut on all channels. Yeah, and no matter what, Keem's going to win and be on top. That's not the point. The point is the small channels are trying to win, and we can't do that because we're being suffocated by the huge fire that is the bigger shows, right? Yep. We're tiny sticks that we're trying to rub together, trying to get some sparks, while the other people are over there making s'mores and shit.
Yeah.
I want to make some s'mores. I got some buns I want to toast and make like burgers and shit, and I can't fucking do that.
Campfire stew, Beans.
Campfires. That sounds good as hell.
Sounds amazing.
Well,
Especially
thank you for all the comments though, and the ideas and recommendations in the chat. Much appreciated. It's food for thought. So thank you.
Oh, 100%.
It's awesome.
And again, right, it's just an idea that, like me and Beans were talking about it. I've been thinking about it, like if I want to go live and do a long stream, I'm not competing with the top 3 channels or top 4 channels. I'm just not, because it's pointless and a waste of my time to do it. That's just how I see it. So it is what it is. All right.
I don't know about you guys. Do you guys
Ladies.
get really like a sore bum sitting in your chair and live streaming and that sometimes? Sometimes I just want to get up and do some stretches.
Oh yeah. Go ahead, get up and do some stretches. Ain't gonna bother me.
Yeah. Does anyone in the chat want to join me? Let's do some
Join Wonder Woman in our new segment. Stretch it out.
Get physical.
That's it. All right.
Or
so
that.
apparently on Locale Milkers, Boogie and Roxy got into an argument. I didn't even see this.
Surprise, surprise. The person that's being told to go on every single channel went on another channel and tried to start her lukewarm drama with Senior Boogie Attention Seeker.
100%. All right. Let's check it out, ladies. What happened? Look at that face, bro. The face of an angel right there. That is the face of an angel. Just saying.
Lucifer was freaking angel at one point.
Hey.
I fucking hate you. You are the dumbest fucking cunt I ever met.
Fuck, I learned from the best, motherfucker.
I'll leave when someone donates for me to leave, bitch. Fuck you.
Don't come here,
Fuck
scammer
you.
people.
You old bitch. I can't wait till the dementia fucking consumes what's left of your fucking brain.
Get the fuck out of here.
I ain't going nowhere until somebody donates me out, bitch.
Please get the fuck out.
I know. Suck my fucking micro dick if you can find it. I don't think you can find your own fucking kitchen anymore.
Boogie.
You old fucking retard.
Boogie, I think you have other things to worry about than coming over here and bothering us right now.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I worry about is I worry about fucking Roxy not being allowed to have knives in her house anymore because how fucking dementia riddled she is.
How about you go get in it? Wait a minute.
I hope the last euthanasia you fucking commit is on yourself because you realize
Jesus.
you're.
Get out, Boogie. Get out. Go worry about somebody else.
Fucking rubby, rolly.
Bruh, that was intense. I hope the last euthanasia you do is like, come on, bro. Come on. So, obviously, this is when Boogie thought he was being fired. He preemptively shaved his head that, Keem obviously ignored because Keem didn't give a fuck what you do to yourself. He wants to make sure you do what he says as far as punishments go. But Roxy, it's not a good look with the light coming up on your face. Like we were talking about campfires, like you tell ghost stories with the flashlight and you're telling a ghost story.
Wicked Witch of the West, bro.
Yeah, but quick question. How do we feel about Angie? Honestly, I think I'll start. I know she wanted to do a nerd type show because she's into the Funko Pop. She did collectibles during the C virus. Her and her husband, they talk about their collections and what they do or whatever. That's awesome that they do that. I don't know if Milkers is the right show for her because it's very high energy, talking shit and a lot. Not saying she doesn't have it, but we haven't seen it yet. So
Yeah.
kind of like, Sweet Tea probably just wasn't a good fit here because it wasn't her type of vibe, but she went to Queens and she did a lot better. So I just don't know if Milkers is the show for her. That's just me.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
I agree. Yeah, I think she's a little bit more lower in energy than Savage and Roxy. But yeah, I'm with you too.
Gotcha.
Ken. What about you, Beans? What are your thoughts?
So far, I haven't really seen much when it comes from Angie. I really liked her background when she had all the Funko Pops and stuff. I like looking at people's backgrounds and having that diversity. If I'm not entertained by the content, I can still look at the background and try to pick some stuff out, right? That's why I like Lucitina. Lucitina's background really scratches something in my brain with all the little fuzzy shit. I just want to throw myself in there. But Mama's the Bomb. I think she changed her name just because you kept calling her Mamas the Papas or something. But she says Angie is too sweet for Milkers. I agree. She is very chill, very nice, very quiet. She's not as in your face as Savage and Roxy can be, especially Roxy with that angle with the light coming up from the pits of hell to really signify her features. But yeah, so Angie, it doesn't seem like her vibe, just like Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea was not as well received as she thought she would be. I think she thought that we were joking when we said that we were treating her kind of with kid gloves and we were very nice to her. She did not like the way that they treated her yesterday on Milkers, but you did say that she did a little bit better on Queens.
Yeah, and I'm
See, Deb, I was watching that because I popped up on Milkers because Roxy came into cafe yesterday, so I was like, I'm going to go up there and give her hell.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, I watched that and yes, Savage. I mean, listen, I was on Milkers and the same thing happened to me as well. And I get that. Remember when I went on to Milkers
Oh yeah.
and Glammy was there and Psycho Mum and
Oh,
Savage?
that was the
I
very
got the
beginning.
same.
The very
Yeah,
beginning. Yeah.
I got the same welcoming. Um, and that's when I said, let's spill the beans. That's it. I'm spilling. I got the same, exactly the same treatment. But I was watching it yesterday, and Savage did actually, because Sweet Tea said something about Roxanne. Have you heard the Roxanne song? And Savage did start singing the Roxanne song, so she did it.
Roxanne, we don't have to put up the red light.
Roxanne.
Roxanne.
Somebody please save me.
So she did actually participate in some way. Yes, she got kicked off, but that was Keemstar came in and said for $100 dono, kick off whoever you want. So she, it wasn't that. Yeah.
So, real quick, we actually have the Angie uploaded in chat. Welcome, Angie uploaded. She said, I'm trying to take it all in for a minute. And that's something that I do want to mention as well. These people who never been in the LCU before, they're being thrown in here to a pack of wolves. Sweet Tea, however, she was thrown in with a pack of puppies, okay? We were freaking giving her all the love and attention that she needed, especially Ken, even though I told him, give her hell.
What?
I'm just kidding. No. He was being very sweet with her. I do appreciate Ken trying to be very sweet and loving towards Sweet Tea, but apparently somebody's in chat saying that she said that you blew up on her a couple of times. How do you feel about that?
Who? I blew up on who?
No, Sweet Tea was saying that Ken blew up on her when he's just trying to exhibit more energy. Bro, if you can't take Ken just trying to be a little bit more energetic, you think that's being blown up on? You're not made for this.
You know what the
You're
problem
not.
is, Beans? It's the voice.
What?
It's the voice.
It is the voice.
Whenever I put inflection or a little bit more behind my voice, it's kind of like I'm screaming or yelling like badly, and that's not at all the case, right? Like if I want to talk like this and up the energy up a little bit, it sounds like I'm yelling a lot, but I'm really not. I'm just trying to be a little bit louder, a little bit more energetic, a little bit more bright for the audience, right? Now, if I really want to yell, this is what I'm going to sound like. But I'm just sounding like this right now. This is a little bit more amped up. My wife's probably going to yell at me and tell me I'm fired and I can't record her anymore, but that's fine, Beans. That's fine. That's what I'm willing to risk for the show right now. But regardless, I don't know how in the hell I even remotely blew up at her. If she's talking about when she was on here with the three of us and she was saying things, I was kind of challenging what she was saying a little bit. But at the same time... Huh?
She's being challenged?
Oh, God.
I was going to say something really mean.
Yeah,
Please,
don't.
Continue talking.
Listen, Bean, shut the fuck up. I know what you're going to say. I don't mind Sweet Tea. I don't think this was a show for her. I think it was a little too early. She was trying to wake up. She was trying to get into it. I was a little bit lower energy. We've already talked about that and beat it down to a dead horse. I don't want to keep talking about it. But, she feels a little bit more comfortable with Becky and Tina. Becky and Tina got her amped up a little bit, doing the dollar train or doing whatever, had her doing jumping jacks, whatever you want to call it. It's a different vibe and a different feel. Maybe that's more for her. A lot of people don't think she has the talent at all to be here. I guess it's up to her to show the people what she really has.
Yeah, it's fair. But it was, and I get that because since, coming here as well, and not just here, but being in the universe and popping up on shows and stuff, it is hard. I get that your timing needs to be, when other people are talking, you've got to time that well, right? And, but one of what Sweet Tea was saying is, I'm unable to come into a conversation to be heard, right? That's what you have to learn. Would you agree with that?
100%.
But there were moments when it was quiet. Even on Queens, it wasn't just Milkers, where Sweet Tea was just quiet and she could have said something, but she didn't. So you can't just put that on the host. You have to own that for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she'll get there. But Tina or somebody did mention it with Sweet Tea. She's very different on the camera to what she is in Discord. She's very different. Like when you see her in the Discord, her conversations in there are very different to what you see on panel.
If you think
What are your thoughts?
I'm just going to say one thing real quick. When you're in Discord typing, it's a lot different than being live on air in front of hundreds of people, and you have to think of what to say on a whim. Totally different.
Yeah.
Versus in a Discord, you can think about it. You know, a lot of people talk when they type. I hate that too. They talk what they're saying so they can hear themselves say it. You know what I mean? Versus here, it's just out there. So.
Yeah.
Well,
True.
the thing is, when it comes to Sweet Tea, the thing that rubs me the wrong way is that it seems like she does this a lot. This is a pattern that I'm noticing. Whenever she doesn't like something, she will phrase it in a way that makes other people look bad. So, for example, she says that Ken blew up on her. No, sweetheart. You were on air with Ken. Ken is trying to have more energy. Just because he's a big man with a big voice and he raises it just a little bit doesn't mean it's all about you. First off. Second of all, she says that like Savage was like ignoring her, and there are parts where you can see that Savage, you know, is not vibing well with her, but there are hosts. For example, I did this a couple of times too. I noticed that she wasn't being incorporated, and I would ask her questions. I'm like, how do you feel about that, Sweet Tea? Do you have any opinions, Sweet Tea? Like, oh, I see that you're like fidgeting over here. What do you have to say, Sweet Tea? Like, people are trying to incorporate her, but just because people are not doing it all the time does not mean that they're ignoring you either. Because we can push you just a little bit, you know, get you to take your first step, but we can't push you off of a cliff, right?
Yeah,
we can't do that. You have to fly on your own. We can't fly for you. That's the whole point, right? Because we're still new. We're still little hosts too. Like we're not superstars and shit like that, but we found our footing at least. So that's something that Sweet Tea needs to learn. Just find her footing, learn how she can vibe with other people and not be so. The only thing that pops into my head is cry bully. Because she'll cry about like what's happening to her, but then she'll go into the Discord and act like a completely new person. And that's not going to work well in the LCU. You're either yourself or you're going to like pop off or like you're going to be a crybaby. Pick one. Pick one.
So not trying to shit talk her. I'm just speaking to a state of mind. She said that when she was in the Madhouse chat, she thought her and Jaffe had a friendship because he would say something on every single comment she said. That's when we're getting a little parasocial. You know what I mean? Because she thought her and Jaffe were legit friends. Now, I'm not downing her. I'm not talking shit to her. It's just you think something exists when it doesn't. When you said it yourself, you're saying the most outlandish, wild, sexual things in conversations. You went up on panel and said the same things. It just appeared you're trying to get attention. And when you get that attention, you're misinterpreting what it really is. Because once that camera goes off, that motherfucker ain't thinking about you. He's just not. So he just saw it and he thought he could read it. And the audience, you know, if he's reading it and he gives his take on the wild, crazy sexual shit you were saying, the audience is going to be entertained. That's where it stops. It's not that deep. Yeah. So when she said that and she had that thought, it spoke to a mindset she came in here with.
Yeah. Like I wish her all the best, and I'm not sure if she's on Queens now as a
she probably
intern,
will be.
but if she is, it would be interesting to see how it all goes. Like you're saying with Becky and Tina there, maybe they'll make her feel more comfortable and she'll show what she's got. So I wish her all the best as well, and Angie too, if Angie's still in here.
Angie is still in the chat. She actually said something a couple seconds ago. She said, also, you can't take any of this personally. So Angie's already getting the gist of what being a host is like. If somebody says something on air, usually they're not trying to truly attack you, right? Some people are, there's some hosts that are like that. But usually we say it either joking, either out of criticism, or either because we're trying to start shit because that gets us the views.
Exactly. So I wanted to play real quick when Sweet Tea went into Queens. I don't know, Beans, I don't think you've seen this. did hear what she said about Savage, because we all know we were talking about the Civil War, milkers versus queens, right? So let's just listen to what she said real quick.
Gotten in trouble for doing that.
God, you're so fucking loud, Becky. Jesus Christ.
It was their job to do it and they didn't. Anyway, we have a lot more to talk about on this. However, I know that Sweet Tea is here for us. So I want to bring her in. Well, apparently, let's hear it from her, because all I heard is she has something important to tell us. Hey, Sweet Tea, how's it going? You're on air.
Not so well. Hold on a second.
But don't cry, bitch.
I've been
Can you be nice to her, Tina?
I love Tina.
Yeah, what's going on? Keem told me you had something really important to say. What's going on?
Oh, God.
Well, I was hoping that you could, like, help me out, because Savage, she wouldn't even notice that I was even there the whole time I was there. And I felt like I was
What the fuck you want us to do about it?
Well,
people were saying it in chat, and yeah, Savage was blatantly ignoring her. I feel I could be totally wrong, but it did kind of look like she was like, "I don't give a fuck who you are. I'm not talking to you." So let's continue.
I mean, y'all are the ones that are up against that channel, and Becky's
Up against nobody. No, we're not. We're not up against nobody. We're up against ourselves. We're here to promote our channel, to support our people. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
but Tina, wait a second. Doesn't this reflect poorly on Savage's character? This is an example in real time of how she tries to snuff out people before they can ever get anywhere. Were you crying, Sweet Tea?
Lady Nerd
person,
Artist
man, I don't
Super
know
one
what I'm
second.
doing.
Better-
Not a good actress at all.
Listen.
There's no tears coming down your
Tina?
face. You came in here. Shut the fuck up, Becky. I don't like you either, bitch. You're not gonna come in here and run some fucking flim flam fucking story on us. I don't give a fuck if she made you cry. Who gives a fuck? Grow up. You're in the LCU, bitch. Buckle up, Buttercup. You're getting ready to go for the ride of your life. What the fuck do we care? Go on with your story, bitch.
First.
All right, so I'm gonna pause there for 1 second. I think Tina was a little disingenuous there when she said that they're not going up against the milkers, because they are.
Yeah.
She's throwing personal jabs out there. She's talking about IRL stuff. She's talking about Savage outside the LCU. If you're not trying to attack someone and go against someone, why else would you say that? If you just want to leave the milkers alone, why every single episode y'all continuously talk about them? Beans, you're thinking something. What you got?
I think she meant, like, we're not gonna go against milkers because of you. Like, we're not going to defend you against the milkers just because you had, like, a bad experience with them.
That makes sense.
I think that's what she was trying to say. But if you're being ignored in the LCU, crying about it is not going to do anything. Maybe you'll get some sympathy points from Keemstar because he likes women crying. But when it comes to other people in the LCU, in general, nobody gives a shit. If you want to be seen, you have to make yourself be seen. You have to do something either crazy, you have to spit some truth, or you're gonna have to get into a bitch's face and be like, hey, bitch, I'm here. You're not gonna kick me out. I'm going to overthrow you, and this show is going to be fucking mine. That's the type of shit that you need to do, because you need to establish some sort of confidence. Because as soon as somebody sees you cry, if all it takes is somebody to not even give you a second glance, for you to just be like, I'm done with this, I don't want to be here anymore, you're not going to make it. Now everybody knows what your weakness is, and that's the number one thing you shouldn't do on the internet. As soon as somebody knows your weakness, they're going to keep doing that to you over and over and over again until you break mentally. Not good.
That's facts.
And Sweet Tea has supporters in the Discord as well who are recommending, giving recommendations to her as well, because she's asking for them as well. Like, I'm not sure what I'm doing, and they are supporting her, but I'm not sure why that's not getting through, because they are saying you should do this, you should do that. So we'll see.
Definitely. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit more.
Okay.
First of all, just really quick, if the stream goes down for some reason, don't.
Savage didn't even act like she noticed I was there the whole time, and I just came in. I had to I tried to make conversation here and there, and Roxy would respond to me a little bit, but Savage wouldn't even freaking notice me.
Well, that just hurts.
All.
See, that just hurts my heart, because I feel like Sweet Tea is new to the universe, and she deserves better than that. I would take you under my wing. You don't need to deal with, if they don't want you over there, I would take you over here.
At your motherfucking house.
Listen, if they're going to be so ungrateful that they don't want her, that's bullshit. Then I say we should take her over here, and we should help her, because fuck them. This just goes to reflect on Savage's character. It means she's threatened by you. That's why she's ignoring you.
I don't know what it was. It's like, I'm just an intern. I'm probably not going to be on your show or anything. At least, you know,
yeah, like
talk to me a little bit.
Zero Dead is saying in the chat, Sweet Tea would talk and they would ignore her. That's so rude. They're getting free help for the week, Tina. And look at how they treat her. I would take her for free for 2 weeks. Are you kidding me?
Again, I will give credit where credit's due. For a I guess a woman to come in here that's new, that's kind of shy, that's trying to kind of find her way. I think Becky is the perfect one because Becky is one of the head women here as far as, you know, getting clout, getting attention, getting donos, getting views. If you're a woman and you feel like you can't get your way, you're trying to talk to other women. If Becky takes you under her wing, she can show you how to be that boss bitch. You know what I mean? Like I got to give credit where it's due. So. Then the one last thing I wanted to show, now Pirate's in waiting. I want to bring him up if y'all are cool with that. One thing I wanted to show is later on in the show, they do their $1 train, and they had Sweet Tea in it to win it. Like she looked like she was having a blast. So let's get to that one real quick.
Toothpaste. Thank you for getting her an appointment at the dentist's office. Thank you for getting her some hair. Thank you for getting her some shampoo. Thank you for getting her some soap. Thank you for getting her a washcloth. Thank you for getting her a towel. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Good God, Tina. Here, I'll try taking over for a bit so you can see how I do it because I'm not always perfect, but I put a lot of energy into it. And they know, and that's why they do it. Big Tim with $2. And with believe I can
night and day, spread my wings and fly away.
Thank you for the sticker blowing a kiss. Here's your kiss. Mwah. The guy with $1. Ooh, for this $2. Oh my God, there's so many. McDolin with $1. Choo choo. Lady Lala with another $1.
Come on. I'm sorry. There's nasty Nate. You can get nasty with me any day. Woo! Jay Slug with $2. I'm burning for food right now, but I don't care. I'm burning my food. I'm sorry. Well, at least we won't be going hungry over here.
That's fine. He's also that's fine. He's also burning my pussy, so it's all right. Go ahead.
Woo! Moonface fondue. You can. I don't know what's.
You can do in a doo-doo hole.
Betty Conklin with the $1. Betty, you really know how to.
Betty, don't give no Betty head.
You could just also just like say anything as long as it's super enthusiastic.
This I just want to show that real quick. She looks like she's having fun, and she's smiling, and she's getting into it. So, hats off to her, man. I truly do want the best for her. But
I can't wait to do. I wish we could do a $1 train because that looks like so much fun. It's like to be able to read out the donut, to read it out, and then make jokes on it.
We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. How about that? You're muted. You're muted. Hi, you're muted. No one can hear you. Ha ha ha.
I was saying that a $1 train tomorrow would be a great fucking idea. I think that's great for a Thursday stream. Now I sound like World of T-shirts.
Good fucking job. All right. Let's bring y'all go with Pirate coming in.
Yep.
Let's bring Pirate in this motherfucker. Pirate, what's going on, bro? Welcome. Been a while, sir.
Hi, Pirate.
Pirate. Welcome to our panel.
Can you hear me?
You are a Milker's lover, and you do have some opinions when it comes to Sweet Tea. What can you say about what happened yesterday?
This chick, dude, first of all, when she came on panel, I like the show. By the way, it feels like I took a double shot Americano now.
Hey.
No, this chick, first of all, she's on her new mic, right? There's a reason why she's on the fucking headset. She was on the new mic. She didn't have the output right or the input, whatever. We all go in, me, Nightmare, like you know how we're a fam here in the Discord.
Yeah.
We go, Sweet Tea, get in the local live VC right now. We'll help you out real quick so you can get back on the show. It took like 5 minutes for her to get the damn hint how to switch the damn mic. So we said, I told her, just use the damn headset mic. Like, we're not going to be here all day, all show, trying to fix your damn microphone. And then we just send her off back to the show. That's why she keeps using the headset now. But I noticed, so she started here on Cafe, right? And she's like, oh, I'm scared of Ken. Then she goes to Milker's. Oh, Savage doesn't even realize I'm there. Now, all of a sudden, she's on the second or third biggest show? Are you guys seeing the?
Yeah. She could be playing the long game. She could be playing the long game.
Yeah, she come in with her face. Your Savage didn't notice me. She didn't.
What
notice
long game? It's been like 2 freaking days.
Listen,
she went from Cafe to freaking Milker's and to Queens on the same freaking day, and all she can do is freaking cry bully to everybody until she can get the big, star spot.
Well, if you look at it, she's trying to. God, I'm about to make this fucking reference, and I hate it. Fuck you, nerds! Before I say this, she's trying to reset the clock. She's trying to reset
don't
the.
bring that back.
She's trying
Kill
to.
the meme. Kill
Now
the
you
meme.
give
We're
him
not
permission.
doing the
Now you
reset
give
the
She's
him
trying to-
clock
permission to
shit.
be
It's
smart.
getting old.
Oh man, I hate all of you. Epic Brady S1K. Fuck all of you. She's trying to reset the clock for her 2 weeks. That's what she's trying
Bro,
to
I don't
do.
even know if she can read a clock, bro.
Bad joke. I had a bad joke that I was gonna come in with.
Let's not be.
I'm the.
Go ahead. Go. I'm done. I'm done. Talk.
Let's not be rude. Let's not be rude when she talks shit about our show. Let's not be rude when she wants to paint you out like a ticking time bomb, right? Let's not be rude whenever she's like, I hate Beans. Beans sent me a friend request and Beans is trying to be nice to me and give her all this good advice.
You know what
Let's not
happens when
be
I do this, Beans?
rude
You know what
whenever
happens when I do
she
this?
assaulted my eyeballs.
You know what happens when I do this, Beans? I'm about to go in on a motherfucker. Sweet Tea, listen. You came. It didn't work. You left. All right. Don't talk shit about my show. We tried to give you a chance. Saturday, I was very nice to you. I didn't go off on you. I wanted to do that. My co-host said I babied you. So Monday, we amped it up. You know, I tried to bring the energy. You thought I was yelling at you. I was not fucking yelling at you. I was trying to get you ready for the LCU. I was trying to show you what was happening. But you interpret that as me going off on you? Fuck no. If you want to see me go off on you, I will go off on you. But we're not doing that right now. We're just trying to bring it up and make it happen. Are you happy?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Well
sir.
said. And you know what I reckon? I reckon that Sweet Tea should get right back up on the Milkers panel and
Oh,
get back on the train, on the bicycle, and go for it.
Honestly,
Put her right.
Yeah. You can't just go from
No,
a small like
get up
you
there.
can't go from cafe to Queens in one day, like Bean said. Like
Yeah.
she,
No, I totally get it, right?
she's
Totally
and
get it.
I'll
You
say
totally
this for
get it.
Angie.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say this for Angie. She should bring the energy today
Yes.
because it's like having just a third square up there. No offense, Angie. I know you're in chat, but it's like having a third square up there. She has gotten a little bit better, but yeah, we need. That's Milkers and Queens are the the rowdy shows.
Rowdy bunch, the milk duds. But real quick, since you're the #1 hater for Becky, we do have the Sweet Tea, or as she likes to call her, Sweaty Tea hater, Lady Nerd Artist. She says, but Beans, I thought she was so sweet and the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, bitch, I was trying to defend her in the Discord to make sure that she stays so I can have something to play with on cafe, and apparently she couldn't fucking handle it. So look what happened. She wants to talk shit, I'll talk shit back. She's not here for me to defend her or try to be freaking devil's advocate anymore.
It's a wrap at that point.
Yeah, and I'm not helping her with their fucking technology anymore. By the way, she's like ungrateful, dude. She would have not have been on any show today if we didn't go in and help her at the beginning of Milkers.
Yeah, I mean, you know what's the saying? No good deed goes unpunished.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, you guys have a good vibe. Wonder Woman, I'm so glad that you got the internship. Let's get it.
Thank you, Pirate.
You know I've always been rooting for you.
You have. Thank you, Pirate. You're awesome.
We'll see you later, bro. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thank you.
All right. So we got 2 minutes left. Let's go ahead and close this thing out. I think tomorrow's going to be a great show. Guys, make sure you donate to Torture Me, because every day I don't get tortured, it's a great day for me. If y'all want to destroy my insides, knowing what's wrong with me, and y'all want to hear about my toilet stories with American cheese, please let me know. We can continue that for your amusement. All right, so we're going to send you off to Aussie with Tech Protect and Shockmouths.
Yes.
I guess we can see if Roxy pops in and tries to continue shooting your shot with Mitch.
Ooh.
It's kind of weird.
Hey, I had a good show. Thank you to everybody in the chat. Thank you to the beautiful Beans and the wonderful Ken. I'll see you all tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Beans.
Have a great day, everyone. Bye.
Any final words, Miss Beans?
We're going to do a dono train tomorrow. We're still trying to figure out if it's going to be a compliment train or a hate train. Maybe Oh, it's going to be very interesting. I would love to see Miss Positive Wonder Woman be a little bit hateful, just like how Rostov's doing in Live, kind of train her to be more LCU. And maybe because sometimes I'm a little too spicy, I should be the complimenting person, maybe yin and yang. I think that would be very interesting.
And if you want me to be an asshole all stream, I'll be an asshole all stream, Beans, because I can definitely do that.
We'll see. We'll see. Whatever the people want.
Hell yeah. All right, guys. Y'all have a good one. Take care. We're going to send you. Holy shit, Shy. Why did you do that?
Shy with the 50. We are ending it on a good note. Shy with the 50 locale memberships. Thank you so much. Make sure that you thank Shy and have a good one going down under with the Aussies.
You damn right. I'm going to go a little longer because I don't want to end the stream and the memberships don't go out. I don't know how that works. I'm going to wait till all the memberships.
Well, we can just keep going. We can just keep going. W's for Shy. W's
Guys,
for Shy. Thank you
sure,
so much. Like the stream.
Yeah, make sure you thank Shy if you got a membership. Shy, you're a fucking amazing person. Thank you for doing that, sir. And guys, also TTS cooking stream. I know y'all said y'all want it every 2 weeks. Let's start thinking about that. Let's start thinking about that, how we're going to make that happen, the goal and the ingredients that I need to get and everything else. Let's start thinking about that one. BB Phil, I will be getting some pastries that you donated to ask about, so we'll be getting some of those. And we'll definitely give those a try, and maybe, some ding-dongs with some A1 sauce will be beautiful. Let's see if y'all want to torture me again with my insides. So...
Ding-dongs, trying some ding-dongs, some ho-hos, looking at some ho-hos. I don't know what else to say. Some Twinkies being twinkalicious. It's going to be a very sweet, sweet episode for you guys whenever we do that.
Damn right. All right, so I believe all the memberships are given. We're going to end this now. Thank you again, Shy. That's fucking amazing. Thank you so much. And we will see y'all on the next one tomorrow. Take care, everybody.